Hi there, I'm Andrea Garvey and welcome to The Creative Spark. Every week, I'm going to share a simple 10-minute practice to help you return to your sketchbook or your art journal and make space for creativity in your everyday life. I hope you enjoy them and I'll see you in the studio. Hello, my friends. Okay, today I want to show you how I just look at this little flower. It's kind of sad. It's a snapdragon. I just was like the last one in my garden, so I just picked it. But what I want to show you is sometimes when I'm sketching and I'm obsessed with a certain object, a lot of them are flowers, it's always nice to mix up how you sketch. You don't have to use a pen, you don't have to use a pencil. Sketching is really anything you want to use. You're interpreting something, you're capturing this moment. And I'm going to try 3 different sketches. All of them are going to be under 3 minutes each. We're going to use a paintbrush and some paint watercolors, a Micron number 5, and this is an ID pen. I don't know. I found this in my box of supplies, and I really like it. It's permanent. The first thing I want to do is a contour sketch. So if you're short on time, you don't have a lot of time, this is a great one to do because we can do this in a minute. And I don't have a watch in front of me, but I'm just going to show you. Let's pretend we have a minute. And this is one of my favorite ways I love to sketch. I'm going to try and do all 3 next to each other. We'll see how that goes. So what I'm doing is I'm not going to lift the pen off the page. This is called a contour sketch, and some people call it a continuous line sketch. And so the purpose of this sketch is to, 1, loosen us up. And I have a few videos on contour sketching. It really is one of my favorite ways to sketch, and especially with a group of people, loosening us up. It's really fun to just listen to everybody when they're trying to contour for the first time. So just give it a whirl, see if you like it. Tell me if you like it. I think you might. So my pen is still not lifted off the page. And there are multiple ways to do this. You could do this with your non-dominant hand to loosen up even further. You could do it where you're not looking at the page at all. You're just looking at what you're sketching. Oops, I didn't give myself a ton of room here. And it's all about kind of, for me, getting a little looser so I'm not tight, and also just looking at my subject. So I think that's pretty good. I'm not trying to capture every single little detail, but that's all it is. So that was probably a minute and a half. I'm just going to name that contour. Okay, so then my next one, I'm still going to try and do this creative spark under 10 minutes. We'll see. So if I did it really big, it might take me longer, but let's just try it. So my pen is one of my favorite ways to sketch, and this is not a contour. So what I like to do first is I like to draw in the main shape. So I'm just going right from the bottom up again. I mean, sometimes I'd really start from either angle or either side. It doesn't matter at all. But now that I've done that contour sketch, I'm a little bit more aware of the shape. So that's why I always do my contour sketch first. And I am looking at this beautiful snapdragon and just trying to capture the really essence of this flower. Isn't that so pretty? I'm going to bring that stem up. And it's not going to have a ton of detail, only because it's a quicker sketch. You can decide how long. You can do this with me and then go back in and put more ink marks on them. I never really thought about my overlapping here, so we're just going to go with it. But you could take the shapes that you're working on and have fun with adding more lines. I have a free sketchbook class that I'll link, and that goes into a lot of these contours and sketching even further, because this is just a very quick one. You can see I was started contour sketching over there because I was doing it fast, and that's perfectly fine. Sometimes I'll flip between contour and regular sketching as far as lifting my pen up. I'm going to give it a few lines. I'm looking at my time. I think I'm still pretty good. So I'm just going to give a few more lines to this pretty flower. And let's make sure that that stem comes all the way down. And then I'm just filling it in. Very quick, very fast. I like the Micron pen. It's fun to use. There's lots of things you can do after your sketch is sort of completed. Like if you've done the shapes, you can go back in, you can sketch, you can shade, I mean, in different areas to bring out some darks and lights. That's totally up to you. All right, so we're gonna just call this a pen sketch. Now, here's the thing. I don't want you to ever think you cannot use a pencil. The reason I'm not using a pencil is only my time. I sometimes use pencils, but I also want you to feel very comfortable. If you want to use a pencil, you can. I mean, don't feel like you can't, because I'm not. You can do the same thing I'm doing with a pencil. All right, so now I want to do a quick watercolor sketch. So I have some water. Like, where's my water? I've got some dirty water over here. I've got some water. I'm not going to show it to you. You'll be so disappointed in me. I have a number 4, whoopsies. I have a number 4 paintbrush. Ooh, this is too big, but we'll get that stem in. I need to use it. I need to go grab a little smaller brush. I don't know how good this one is. This is just a little dude. Oh, it's a 2. Okay. So I've got my stem in, and now I want to be careful to not mix that green with this pink. I didn't choose the best color, pink. Let's see if I can find a better one. Here's a better one. And I'm using this paintbrush, and do you see how fast I'm kind of brushing this, you know, shape around? That's all I'm really doing. I'm not thinking too much. I'm just using this brush and I'm making the outside shape. Let's do that again and make it over here. So if you're on the go and you have your sketchbook in hand, and the only reason I didn't use my sketchbook for this little exercise is because I wanted you to see them all like flat. Oh, by the way, I can add a little orange in here. I'm gonna do that. And let's just, ew, that's ugly. I don't like that color. I'm gonna add a little bit more pink to this guy. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to tell you. All right, so if you're on the go and you have your little thing of paints and you don't really have time to get all of the pens and the things out, but you have your paints with you, you can do these quick sketches with watercolor paint. Sometimes I also, this brush is not very good, by the way. It's got a little loose hair here. So I'm gonna go switch that brush. Back to business. Back to business. I'm just grabbing some green over here. And anyway, you may not have a whole bunch of time, but look, we can get this done in 3 minutes. So you can always get those little travel sets and just grab a few colors you like when you're on the go. Okay, so here's how my secret is to kind of get away from making everything muddy. I'm using my paintbrush really close to the other colors, but I'm not touching it. As soon as I touch it, it will turn brown, and I don't really want that. Some people like that, and that's totally fine. So there you go. Quick sketches. Let's see, and I might even get this whole creative spark done in 10 minutes. Quick creative sketches on the go. You've got your contour pen, watercolor, And I'd love to know which ones you guys like and which ones you use. And don't forget, there is that link I'll put in the description for the sketchbook starter class. It's a free class. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye.